So it's evening again. I saw the pulmonologist earlier this morning. I had managed to get some rest a few hours last night, and then after he left, I fell asleep again for a little while. Been talking to Ariel and Yana. They're both at home safe. Roads still aren't clear. The pulmonologist said they were waiting to see if the antibiotics and the steroids help. Basically, they're just treating me for pneumonia and for any possible infections I might have picked up right now, since I've been in a vulnerable state with my lung issues appearing and having COVID this past December. Otherwise, my charts really aren't showing, scans really aren't showing anything new. They did say there is some minor scarring on my lungs now. Basically, the game plan is to see if those drugs work, and then if not, do a stress test where I kind of like walk around and they check my oxygen levels, so they can get a better idea of when and how much my levels are dropping with like activity and whatnot. If the drugs work and that stress test is fine, they'll be able to just keep medicating me and get me on some new medications that are supposed to help slow the progression of any lung scarring. He did seem to think that it was probably associated with my genetic disorder, which I had already figured, and probably send me home on like some supplemental oxygen or some breathing treatments or something like that, which they've been doing breathing treatments like every 6 hours. And if I keep getting worse and or don't respond to any treatment, then they'll have to do a lung biopsy to check even, closer on things and go from there. And that's where I am right now, just kind of trying to see if they're going to let me eat anything or drink anything today, because they put me on NPO last night at midnight because they weren't sure what test the pulmonologist would order. But after talking to him, I haven't found out if I could be off of NPO, because I don't know the timeline of when he may or may not need to order that biopsy or whatever. So this is where I'm at. They were finally able to figure out that I can in fact eat now. So I've got a sandwich and some chips and applesauce. I still have the chips and applesauce from last night that I didn't get to eat before I went back into NPO, so I'm good now. I got some apple juice, which is great because I was really thirsty.